Right. So there's a 2-minute rule. So you just start. You just say, you know what? I'm just going to do the task for 2 minutes. I don't want it to be perfect. I'm not trying to complete it right now. It seems like a big thing for me to do. I don't want to do that. What I want to do is actually just start, right? The 2-minute rule. Okay. And remember the 5-second rule. The 5-second rule says you start, you do a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That was by Mel Robbins. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you count down and you just start. Okay? Anybody can call in if you want, but I'm going to give you some practical strategies for everyday examples. For instance, if you're an entrepreneur, right? And it's vague to say you're working on business. That's vague. What is concrete is to outline 3 bullet points for tomorrow's live stream. That's what I had to do, right? Right? Email 1 venue about the breathalyzer program. That is something that I had to do as well, right? So you break down your tasks. You don't just say I'm working on my business. You actually have to make detailed lists, right? So you can know what it is that you're attacking and you know what it is that you can just start, right? Good. So for students, for somebody who is learning, a lot of times it's emotion, right? So acknowledge the feeling that you feel anxious and you feel stupid about maths right now. You feel anxious and you feel stupid about this test right now, okay? Then you just start with 1 question. Start with 1 question, or you just start with 5 minutes of reading. Just start. You don't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be anything bigger than starting for 5 minutes or 2 minutes. Just give it to yourself and start. Okay, good. All right. So for instance, for exercise, we talked about this already, right? You put your gym clothes by the bed, right? You put your snacks ready to be prepared, right? So it's just small little things that you can do to overcome procrastination. But first, what you have to do is match the tool to the root cause. You have to know what the root cause is. So basically, if the root cause is perfectionism, this is what you're going to do. If you find out that the reason why I'm delaying this task is because I want it to be so perfect and I'm afraid of criticism, the first thing you do is you say, you know what? I'm not aiming for 100%. I'm aiming for 80%. Just like Miss T the other day when she started her task, she was able to come back to us and say to us, you know what? I did. You hear the breeze? You hear the breeze? Just like Miss T was able to come back and say, you know what? I did 60%. I would say, yo, that is better than that. You went more than 50% of the way. Thanks, Miss T, for dropping it. Right? So, but you aim for 80%, which is good. You understand? And then afterwards, you keep building on that. Right? Version 1 beats none. Version 1 beats no version. Right? That's what you have to do. Yeah, Rick, thank you for that. Right? All right. Now, let me see. So say you can go from vague to actionable, right? Instead of you just saying, okay, how am I going to just launch this podcast? You start with you write down your first 5 episode titles. That's something that I had to do too, because when I was even thinking about this, I was saying, all right, Julia, well, where are you going to start? Which book? You have so much, and I almost got flustered because I have so much different books. I had all the books surrounding me on the floor. Then I said, okay, these one are spiritual books, these are business books. Let's sort them out. And then I was like, which one do I remember? Which one do I need to review? Which one do I have on my Audible? Which one do I need to which one should I start with? Is there going to be a sequence? I was almost going to get flustered, but no. What I had to do is take a step back, right? And put things in order and then take it one step at a time. Okay? That's what you have to do. Or you're going to get procrastinated, because sometimes your vision is bigger than your next step. And that happens to a lot of people who are dreamers. We have a big vision, right? But this is the thing. If you continue with your dreams, you get to learn that sometimes your vision changes as you continue. Your vision gets bigger, right? Your vision gets bigger. So it's for you to just go with the next step, and then the next step, and then the next step. All right, good. Also,